Okay, we'll continue with the problems. Okay, last class we have worked out two problems, correct? One was based on mass percentage and the other one was mole fraction. I'm just displaying that problem because I have to tell you something. So this was a problem which we have worked out, okay, on ethylene glycol to calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. This was the answer you have got. Now, one thing, students, I want to tell you, do we have any unit for mole fraction? Okay, do we have any unit to write for mole fraction once you get the answer? No, right? Yeah, very good. Yes, we don't have to write the unit. Why we don't have to write? Because you know here, this XA if I take, okay, this is calculated in terms of moles, correct? Yeah, this is calculated in terms of moles, and in the denominator also we have calculation in terms of moles. So this mole and mole will get cancelled out, so you don't have any unit. Okay, so you can see here I haven't written any unit, so don't go to write mole here. Okay, then you may lose out your mark. So there is no unit for mole fraction. Okay, that's one point which I wanted to tell you in this problem. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay, many of you know that. Very good. Yeah, we'll go for next one now, the third problem. Okay, the next problem is to calculate the molarity of the solution containing 5 gram of sodium hydroxide in 450 ml of the solution. Okay, you need to calculate now here molarity. So we will write the formula because formula will tell you what has to be done. No, because in the formula you get to know what terms are present. So formula goes like this: molarity is number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. Okay, so what you need to know and you need to calculate is number of moles of the solute, okay, and volume of solution in liter. How will you calculate number of moles? Solute here is sodium hydroxide, okay, so you are calculating number of moles of sodium hydroxide. So number of moles is weight divided by molar mass, or mass divided by, you can even write mass by molar mass, okay. So here it is mass of sodium hydroxide divided by molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So first we need to know what is the mass. Mass is given to us, okay. Mass itself is the weight part, no? So how much is it? 5 gram. That is given to us. Okay, so we can write here weight of the sodium hydroxide given to us is 5 gram. Okay, next is molar mass. This you need to calculate. I've told you every time. Okay, compounds, molar mass may not be given to you if it is a simple compound. You need to calculate that. Now, sodium hydroxide. Okay, now I'll be asking you question. You have to reply. What is the molar mass of sodium? Sodium hydroxide has 3 elements, no? NaOH. Yes, Grishma, can you tell me what is the molar mass of sodium? Twenty-three, okay. Yeah, 22.98 you can take, yes, 23. Okay, oxygen. Vrinda, tell me, what is the molar mass of oxygen? Okay, good. Very good. 16. Yeah, 16 is the correct answer. And hydrogen is 1, correct? Yes. Okay, so what will be the answer now? Molar mass of sodium hydroxide. We got to know, no, everything. Yeah, so here sodium is 23. Remember, you are writing the mass, molar mass, not the atomic number, okay? That just have a clarity about that. So here 23 plus 16 plus 1, okay? So altogether you will get 40, okay? Gram per mole because it is molar mass. Very good. Okay, this is how I want you all to respond because if you don't involve yourself, you will not understand. Okay, so my concern is only about you. So that's the reason. Okay, now here sodium hydroxide, you got 40 gram per mole. Mass also we have, I can directly substitute here. Okay, so 5 by 40. See how much you are getting. You will get this much, okay, when you divide. So 0.125 mole, correct? Okay, so number of moles is over. Next, what we need to calculate, volume of solution in liter. This has to be calculated, but for you given is in ml, okay? Volume is given in, see, volume given to you is, volume of solution given to you is 450 ml. This has to be converted into liter. Yes, very good, correct. Yeah, that is a correct conversion. So, you know, 1 liter is 1000 ml, correct? So 450 ml will be how many liter? So you need to cross multiply. 450 divided by 1000. Okay, so I've done it here. You can see this we have done in liter. Okay, the before one we just wrote in ml. If they give you directly in liter, direct substitution. No need to convert, nothing. Okay, now since it is given in ml, we need to have a conversion. So it will be 0.45 liter. Yes, very good. Okay, so we got both the thing now. Now direct substitution in the formula. Okay, so molarity is number of moles divided by volume of solution in liter. Number of moles is 0.125. So 0.125 divided by 0.45. Okay, so when you divide both of this, you will get 0.277 molar. Just check out. Yes, very good. Correct. Many of them have got. Okay, now see the unit which I have written here, capital M, because it is molarity. Capital M. There is another unit also which you can write. Suppose in case if you don't remember what unit you have to write here, there is another one. Okay, number of moles. That means this is mole. Correct, no? Divided by volume of solution in liter. So, per liter. Okay, this is another unit. Yeah, very good. Mole per liter is another unit of molarity. Mole per liter, okay? I believe you have followed this. Now copy down this answer. Yes. See, this is one way you can work out the problem where we are calculating number of moles separately, volume separately, and then you are substituting. Correct, no? There is another way also, like you can do direct one. So I am giving you both the method. You see like how you can work out. Okay. So here, this is another way you can work out. It means direct substitution. It's the same thing, but see the way of doing it. So your number of moles, you can directly write the formula. Number of moles of solute means mass of the solute divided by molar mass, correct, no? Molar mass divided by volume of solution, okay, in liter. I've taken this in liter. If you want, you can write ml and divide by 1000. Okay, in case if they have given most of the time in ml, then you can write volume of the solution in ml, divide by 1000. Okay, this is like working out in one shot. And then mass of the solute given to you is 5 gram, correct? No, so 5 divided by molar mass. Molar mass we have calculated just now. Sodium hydroxide molar mass 23 plus 16 plus 1, that is 40. Okay, so I am substituting here 40 divided by volume of solution in liter. Okay, so 450, it's in ml, so you have to do 450 divided by 1000. Okay, so directly you will get one answer. See here, the number of steps gets reduced. There you will get more number of steps. That's it. Okay. You can do it in a short way. Yeah. So final answer has to be the same thing. Okay. Whatever you wrote that time, same answer you can write 0.27 molar. Okay. Here, right? You need not write. You can directly substitute. If you write this formula is enough. Okay. Molarity formula, if you are writing correctly, then that is enough. Why I wrote, because substitution, they should know what exactly they are substituting. So, see, if this problem is asked, 1 mark they will give you for writing the formula. Okay. 1 mark is given for substitution. So, you'll get 1 mark over here. And the last mark is given over here. Okay. For your final answer, correct answer with the unit. If you have written the answer and then there is no unit, then you lose this one whole mark. There is no half mark. Okay, we don't have any half mark distribution. It's either 1 or you get 0. Okay, so 3 marks goes over here like this. This is how the marks are distributed. Okay, next problem. Fourth one is to calculate the molality now. It is to calculate molality of 2.5 gram of ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid formula is CH3COOH. Okay. Acetic acid itself is ethanoic acid in 75 gram of benzene. So that means here they are saying calculate the molality of ethanoic acid. So here solute is ethanoic acid. Okay. You can see the amount. You will understand which is the solute and which is the solvent by seeing the amount. You know, always solute is in less quantity. So here this is the solute part and solvent is always in the large quantity. So it is not water here, it's benzene. So 75 gram of benzene, this is the solvent. Okay, so benzene is the solvent. We need to calculate molality. So formula is number of moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg. Correct? So we can calculate now. Now I am doing separately, then I will show you when the combined one also. Okay, this is the first method which I am using. Doing it separately. Okay. So number of moles of solute has to be calculated. Correct? So here weight divided by the molar mass or mass by molar mass. Okay, mass by molar mass. Mass of ethanoic acid is given, no? That is 2.5. So mass is given to you, 2.5 gram. Molar mass of ethanoic acid. Can you calculate now molar mass of ethanoic acid? Yes, very good. Ria, tell me what is the answer for molar mass of ethanoic acid? So your molar mass, yeah, ethanoic acid is CH3 COOH, correct? We have 2 carbon here. You can see 2 carbon. So you can write 2 into carbon atomic mass, 12. Plus, how many hydrogens are there? 3 plus 1, 4, no? So 4 into mass of hydrogen is 1. Plus, we have 2 oxygen here. Okay, 2 oxygens are there. So 2 into mass of oxygen is 16. So when you add all of these numbers, you will get 60 as the answer. Very good. Okay, the one who have got 60, that's the correct answer. So you can see here, I have displayed on the other side. Now we can substitute. Okay, so 60 gram per mole. So substitute here, mass is 2.5, molar mass is 60. So your answer for number of moles is 0.0417. Okay, good, very good. Yes. Okay, now go for the next one. Mass of the solvent. Mass of the solvent given to you here, it is 75 grams. You need that in kg, correct? No, it is not in gram. You need them in kg. Mass of the solvent should be in kg. So convert this into kg. So, you know, 1 kg is 1000 grams. So it will be like 75 gram will weigh how many kg? Yes, very good, correct. So mass of the solvent in kg will be 75 divided by 1000. That's 0.075 kg. Yes, done, no? Now both the calculations are over. Now substitute in the formula. Okay, so your answer, how much is it on dividing both of this? Yes. Yeah, correct. Very good. 0.556, small m, okay? Molality or another unit. Yes, very good. Correct. Another unit to write number of mole is in moles divided by, yeah, kg. Okay, so mole per kg. Mole per kg. Very good. Yeah, this is one method, no? Doing it separately, you are doing separate calculation for mole and mass of solvent in kg. Directly, if you have to do, I'll do it here, okay? So, see, on this side. So, you know, molality is number of moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg. Okay, so this I am writing separately now here. Number of moles is mass by molar mass. Okay, it should be mass of the solute, that is here mass of ethanoic acid, and molar mass of ethanoic acid divided by mass of the solvent. Okay, in kg, if you want, I said no, you can write even mass in grams. Okay, in gram divided by 1000. Okay, you can write in this way or you can write it in the other way. Okay, so this I'll put it in the bracket. It can be written in this way, but don't write both, any one. So your mass given to us is 2.5. So it was 2.5 divided by molar mass, we got 60. Okay, on calculation, divided by mass of the solvent in kg. Okay, given to you is in grams. So 75, to convert into kg, you have to divide by 1000. Okay, then you will get the answer. So here it becomes a shorter one. Okay, and then final answer. Final answer you got as 0.556, small m. Okay, done. So this is our second method. Okay. Yes, again it will be for 3 marks. This is our second method. These kind of question, most of the time it is for 3 marks. Solution problems, no, when they ask. Or sometimes even they ask for 1 mark. So there it, like, you can directly give the answer. Okay, you don't have to show any steps. Directly substitution. Let's go for the next one. Okay, next, fifth one. The question is, calculate the mass of urea. Formula is given to you actually. Okay, so that is NH2CONH2. So urea formula is this, NH2CONH2, required in making 2.5 kg of 0.25 molar aqueous solution. Okay, so you have to prepare a molar solution. So they are asking how much is the mass of urea if you have to prepare so much molar solution. Okay, where the solvent given to you is 2.5 kg. So much of solvent you have to take to prepare this much amount of molar solution. So what will be the amount of solute you need to add here? Mass of the solute you need to add. So it's a molar problem, molality problem. So you can write the formula. You know, molality is number of moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg. This you can further break and write, no, number of moles, because you need to calculate here now mass. Okay, they are not asking you molality, they are asking you the mass. So I can break this and write further. So I can write this as mass of urea. Okay, the solute over here is urea divided by molar mass of urea, whole divided by, we have mass of the solvent. Okay, mass of the solvent in kg. Okay, and the other side I have molality. Okay, now once we have broken this down, now what you need to calculate, that you keep aside and see whether other terms are given to you. Okay, what are the other terms we require here? Molality is required. Is that given to you? Molality is given. Means how much molar that solution is given, no? And what is that value? I will write at this side. Okay, this side I will write. Yes, molality is given to us. Okay, this I am writing whatever is given to us. Given to us molality. Yes, very good. Correct. Molality is given. So molality over here is 0.25. Molar solution they have told. No, that itself is molality. Okay, then what else? Mass of the solvent is given to you. Yes, no? Mass of the solvent. How much is it? Yes, very good. 2.5 kg. Yes, very good students. Yeah. 2.5 kg is given to you. See here, making 2.5. So here's mass of the solvent is this much, 2.5 kg. Then molar mass is not given. You know always molar mass you need to calculate. Okay, so that you can calculate molar mass of urea. How much it will be? NH2, CO, NH2. Yes, calculate and tell me. Very good. Yeah, correct. That answer is correct. So your 2 nitrogen, no? So 2 into 14. Okay, this I'm taking the nitrogen first. Then I have hydrogen, 4 hydrogen. So 4 into 1. 1 carbon. So 1 into mass of carbon is 12 plus 1 oxygen. So 1 into 16. Okay, add all of these. So your answer will come out as correct. Good. So it is 60 gram per mole. So we got everything now. Then you can calculate what is the mass of urea. Okay, now direct substitute. We can substitute in this. Molality is 0.25 is equal to this mass you keep as it is. Okay, mass of urea divided by, you have molar mass which is 60 whole divided by, I don't have to convert this because it is given in kg itself. Okay, so it's direct 2.5. Do not convert because you need mass of the solvent in kg. Suppose if they had given you in gram, then you had to convert into kg. Okay, now find out what is the answer. Mass of urea divided by 60 into 2.5, no? And take everything on the other side. Yes. $37.5, no, everyone? Getting the answer, 37.5 is the correct answer. 37.5 gram. Okay. See, this much amount of urea is required if you have to take the solvent 2.5 kg. Okay, now here see, you are asking me, the answer is 15 gram. 15 gram, no? Okay, I will clarify why you are saying that 15 gram. See, 37.5 is the correct answer, okay? This is the correct answer for how much? 37.5 gram you have to take if you are taking your solvent as 2.5 kg, okay? But if you are taking 1 kg of the solvent, then how much it will be? Tell me now, how much is it? If you are taking 1 kg, then how much is it? Getting 15, no? Yeah, now you will get 15. Yeah, now you get 15 grams. So that means if you want to dissolve and make 1 molar solution, it should be 15 gram. But now we are not making 1 molar, no, we are making 2.5 kg. Okay, so question given to us is this. So your answer should be 37.5. Okay, I hope I clarified your doubt because you have asked me 15 gram is the answer. That 15 gram is for 1 kg. Okay, we'll go for next one now. Sixth question. Yeah. Here actually you have 3 parts, you see. They're asking you to calculate molal. 1 minute. this question, no students, which I had given you, you remember, no? There is 3 parts for this. Okay, I had missed out over here, this side. Okay, see, you have to calculate first one is molality, and then B you are having molarity, and then you are having the C part. Okay, that's mole fraction. So we have basically 3 parts over here to calculate. So let me work out the first one, okay? I will go for molality part here. You have written the question correctly, no? I had sent you in the group. If you check it out, you need to calculate here molality, molarity, and then the C1 is mole fraction of potassium iodide. If the density of 20% given to you is mass by mass, okay? Mass by mass equals potassium iodide is this much, okay? Gram per ml. So now we'll go for molality. If you want to calculate molality, formula is this: number of moles of the solute by mass of the solvent in kg, okay? So you need number of moles of the solute. And here one more thing will be given to you, okay? This will be given molar mass, okay? Molar mass of potassium is 39, okay? Molar mass of potassium is 39, and that of iodine is 127. This will be given to you in the problem, okay? You can write down in the problem itself. So now we need to calculate number of moles of the solute by mass of the solvent in kg. I will directly substitute here. Number of moles is mass by molar mass. Mass by molar mass divided by mass of the solvent. Mass of the solvent in kg. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the mass of the solute here? With the question given to you, they have not mentioned. Indirectly it is given. Correct, no? If you can see the question. Yes, very good. 20% mass by mass means what? Lawrence, can you tell me? 20% mass by mass means what? Yes, correct. Very good. Yeah, whatever answers you are giving, that's correct. So that means we have 20 gram. It's total 100. No, it is percentage. So remember, total mass of the solution is 100. So in that, 20 gram is of solute. 20 gram is of solute and 80 gram is of solvent. Okay, 80 gram is of solvent. Altogether it is 100, which is making the solution. So we can write mass of the solute as 20. No, I can write this as 20 divided by molar mass will be how much? That you need to calculate. No? And only 2 elements are there in this compound, potassium iodide. I'll do it here on the other side. You see here, molar mass. How much is it? Molar mass of potassium iodide is equal to 39. Potassium is 39 plus iodine is 127. So it is 166 gram per mole. Yes, very good. Correct. 166 gram per mole. So this we got molar mass also 166. Whole divided by mass of the solvent in kg we require. See, it is 80 gram. You can see here. The other side I have written. Okay. It's 80 gram. You need in kg. So what will you do? 80 by 1000. Yes, correct. 80 by 1000. Okay, now calculate. Then you will get one answer. That's the final answer. That is a molality. Okay, now divide all of these and give me the final answer. Yes, 1.